This convocation of the Vinayaka Missions Research Foundation has been called to confer degrees in the faculties of medicine, dentistry, homeopathy, nursing, pharmacy, physiotherapy, allied health sciences, engineering and technology, architecture, management, physical education, and arts and science. Upon the candidates whom in the examinations held for the purpose have been certified to be worthy of the same. I invite the Pro-Chancellor to read the citation and present the candidates for the award of Doctor of Literature and Doctor of Science, Honoris Causa.
Vinayaka Mission Research Foundation, 16th Convocation, conferment of the honorary degree of Doctor of Science, Honoris Causa, citation of Padmashri, Dr.M. Rajagopal. Mr. Chancellor, it is with great pleasure and honor that I present to you Padmashri Dr. M. Rajagopal for conferring the honorary degree of Doctor of Science, Honoris Causa, in recognition of his exceptional contributions to the field of palliative care and his tireless efforts to alleviate the suffering of patients in India. Padmashri Dr. M. Rajagopal's dedication and pioneering work in the field of palliative care have had a transformative impact on the healthcare landscape in India. As the director of the WHO, World Health Organization Collaborating Center for Policy and Training on Access to Pain Relief at Trivandrum Institute of Palliative Sciences and the founder chairman of Pallium India, he has played a pivotal role in the integration of palliative care into healthcare across the country. Through his visionary leadership, he established the Pain and Palliative Care Society in 1993, which later grew into the Institute of Palliative Medicine and a network of palliative care centers in the state of Kerala. This initiative declared a WHO demonstration project in 1995 and has successfully brought palliative care to more than 60% of those in need in Kerala, significantly surpassing the national average of less than 4%. Padmashri Dr. M. Rajagopal's efforts have not only impacted Kerala, but also have influenced palliative care on a national level. His work led to the creation of the National Program for Palliative Care by the Government of India in 2012 and contributed to the amendment of the Narcotics, Drugs and Psychotropic Substances Act of India. His advocacy also resulted in the development of a government policy on palliative care in the state of Kerala in 2008 and its revision in 2019. Internationally recognized for his exceptional contributions, Padmashri Dr. M. Rajagopal's work has been honored with several prestigious awards. In 2014, he received the Alexander Force Award from Human Rights Watch for his extraordinary activism in promoting the notion that denial of pain relief is a violation of human rights. He was named one of the 30 most influential leaders in hospice and palliative medicine by the American Academy of Hospice and Palliative Medicine in 2017. Padmashri Dr. M. Rajagopal's achievements have been documented in the critically acclaimed documentary film, quote, Hippocratic 18 Experiments in Gently Shaking the World, unquote, produced by Moonshine Agency in Australia in 2017. The film tells the incredible story of his contributions to palliative care in India and the global impact of his work. To further contribute to the field, he recently published his memoirs titled Walk with the Weary, which provides insights, critiques, and a prescription for transforming modern healthcare. This impressive book has been hailed as readable, insightful, and often funny, capturing the essence of his experiences and visionary perspectives. We acknowledge and celebrate Padmashri Dr. M. Rajagopal's unwavering dedication, commitment, and exemplary contributions to the palliative care. His work has not only improved the lives of countless patients, but has also inspired and influenced healthcare professionals and policymakers worldwide. Mr. Chancellor, given this day, the 7th of July, 2023, Padmashri Dr. M. Rajagopal, in recognition of his outstanding achievements and commitment to advancing palliative care, is recommended by the Board of Management, Vinayaka Missions Research Foundation, for the award of the honorary degree of Science, Honoris Causa, at its 16th convocation.
I start by bowing to the sacred memory of the founder and congratulate the most important people in this hall, the graduates. May all the best come to you. Respected Chancellor, Pro-Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, the person I have been wanting to meet for a long time, Sri Kailash Satyarthi, all dignitaries on the dais, Swamiji, and all dignitaries of the dais, thank you for this unbelievable privilege, not only for the doctorate with you all to get it, and also for the opportunity to meet so many brilliant minds in one day. I am a palliative care doctor. What it means may be different for many of you. It is not only for the dying people, it is not only for cancer, it is mitigation of any serious health-related suffering. I will repeat that. It is mitigation of any serious health-related suffering. But why am I talking about suffering on this festive day, happy day, day of celebration? I'm sorry. I'm not going to be apologetic about it, because this is something that will eventually touch every single human life. Human mortality continues to be 100%. Only about 10% of a chance for me and for everybody is to die a sudden death. 85 to 90% of us will go through a prolonged illness before we go. Sorry to remind you of that, because if we do not remember that fact and accept it, then when the time comes, not necessarily to one of us, but also to our loved ones, unfortunately it's going to happen someday. It's good to be prepared for one of the worst challenges that we will have to go through. Which is why, despite the festivity of the occasion, I am talking about suffering. There are a significant number of medical graduates, nursing graduates, and pharmacy graduates in this group. We are all healthcare providers. Or at least we have been told that we are healthcare providers, but I am sorry. No. You have not been trained to provide healthcare. You have been trained only to provide attention to diseases, like I was. Your younger generation, the medical graduates from 2019 and the nursing graduates from 2023 will have this business of treatment of suffering included in their education, but you have not. You have been taught that health is, you remember, not only absence of disease or infirmity, but physical, social and mental well-being. Which doctor, which nurse, which pharmacy graduate is feeling confident about being able to deal with mental or social suffering, or even physical suffering? When somebody is squirming in pain, haven't we just turned our backs to that person and run away? Or even escape by discharging the person, saying, there is nothing more we can do, you go home. What a lovely way of escaping from the situation, from our responsibility to provide health care. Unfortunately, we had no choice, but now we have. But one thing we have to remember, to all healthcare graduates, We have been told that we are in a noble profession, which we are, if we provide health care. We, because of the degree that you have got, because of the stethoscope hanging around the neck and all the knowledge that has gone into your head, you hold a lot of power. The person that I am talking about, that's me tomorrow, is stripped of all power, physically weak, socially weak, mentally destroyed, spiritually non-existent, because there is no meaning to my life. You hold all the power, I, your patient, has no power at all. And wherever there is that imbalance of power, it will get abused. Your degree and the degrees that you are going to get, each one of them will increase your muscle tone. You become stiff. You forget to smile once you enter the hospital. And the more degrees that you get, the more stiff your face becomes. You forget to smile. Unfortunately, the response of me, the powerless patient there, would be, yes, doctor, yes, sister, yes, sir, or yes, madam. Whereas, if sometimes you relax your muscles and learn to sit beside me, not to stand up and look down at me, but to sit beside me. I know you are busy. You will have only 1 minute. That's the way health system runs in our country. You don't have time. You are overloaded. In that 1 minute, as a famous person has said, he was a former editor of New York Times, he said, from the sickbed he wrote, Anatole Broya, he wrote, "Doctor, please connect with me, look at my eyes, recognize me as a person. And please look at me. You will be too busy looking at the screen. You have so much of imaging. You will be busy reading the file. Do that. But I am the most important person at that point of time. Look at my eyes. Be brave enough to look at my suffering. It is not beneath you to wipe a tear. It is not beneath you to hold my hand when I am sobbing. Because with that gesture and with that hand, you are conveying to me that you care. And that feeling for me, when I feel that I am no more, I am non-existent, the whole world has rejected me, at that time, that touch can be the most precious thing for me. Certainly relieve my pain, relieve my breathlessness, relieve my symptoms, but this support that you can give is so precious. But in this audience, only a small minority are healthcare providers. Why am I saying this to all of you? I told you, this is about every one of us. When eventually you meet, already many of you have met this situation, I am sure, in your own home, a grandparent, a parent, an uncle, an aunt, a child, going through serious health-related suffering. When that happens, you need to be ready. You will have to connect with the person, but why don't we connect with them right now? How many of you really know your parents' story? How many of you know where they actually studied in primary school? One day, find the time to sit down with your grandparents or your parents. Sit down, not standing up. Not the, "Hi grandma, how are you? See you." Not that kind of thing. Give some time. Sit down and say, "Grandma or Papa, Appa, Amma, tell me your story. Tell me your childhood, about your childhood. Remember, tell me some most memorable time from your school days." By the time you have listened to the story, you would have established a connection with that person, that loved one. that you never had in your life so far. And that connection is so important, so enriching, as educative as the degree that you have got now, at least as educative. And eventually, when a person like me is in that sick bed, the most precious thought I would have is that he or she understands me. He or she saw my suffering. He or she gave me time, the most precious thing. Yeah. A famous psychiatrist, his name is Eric Castle. He is living in Australia. He said, it is persons that suffer, not bodies. The hospitals today would provide care to the bodies, to the organs, to the chemistry, not to the people, not to the persons. I hope you all will feel that joy of supporting somebody who is weak. Palliative care and all health care will have to be done with participation of the community. The world knows that. In 2018, world nations, including India, got together in the capital of Kazakhstan, Astana, and brought out the Astana Declaration, which says healthcare for all can only be healthcare with all. Participation in the community. Doctors, nurses, and pharmacists, they are our allies, not enemies. Everybody else, you are also a healthcare provider. I hope you have all success in your lives. I hope you achieve high positions. I hope more than anything else, you get satisfaction from what you do. Best wishes, young friends, and I pray for your success, not only in your profession, but in your life. Thank you very much.